This video will be going over a few things to consider while living in your car to make your stay a little more enjoyable, whether it's long-term or short-term. Your first thing to consider will be your vehicle choice. Now, if you're going to be living long-term, or if you're going to be traveling or getting around, you're going to be wanting an SUV, a truck, or a van, ideally, because you can just outfit those and customize those ridiculously, insulate them, run solar panels, battery bank. I have a station wagon. That's what I use. I find it's best. You can fold the seats down on the back. It's really easy living. You can live in an economy car too, which is ridiculous. That's really hard times. Personally, if I was to live in an economy car, even for a short amount of time, if I was thinking of using it as a camper at all, I would remove everything out of the interior except for the driver's seat and construct a bed across the passenger seat into the back. Maybe flip the trunk down if I have to, and then right behind the driver's seat will be accessories, my kitchen. Comfort. You're definitely going to be comfortable. You can definitely get by just sleeping in a jacket and a toque and a scarf, maybe some mitts, but you're not going to be able to do that for very long. You're going to be miserable, wake up, and it's going to suck. You're going to want to pick yourself up some kind of pad to sleep on, whether it's a self-inflating army pad. You just roll it out, unscrew the thing, it fills up, screw it back in. That's what I use. It's awesome. You can roll it up really small. Yoga mats work good too. Cardboard will work. You just want something to insulate you between the ground and yourself and your sleeping bag. Just makes your stay a little more comfortable. Your sleeping bags, you're going to want to double those up or go down to a thrift store of some kind and pick up some comforters or something, 2 or 3 blankets. That way you can make yourself more comfortable. Use a pillow or whatever. A pillow, I use one of those travel blankets, those travel neck pillow things you clip up. They're great because you don't really need to move around. You can just pass out and sleep. If you're sleeping in your seat, in an economy car or something, you can tilt your seat back and put your neck pillow on and just get comfortable, and you're not going to wake up with a sore neck. Big asterisk on winter, staying in your car in winter. It's very dangerous, especially in the climate where I live in. We're completely landlocked. It gets down to minus 40 degrees Celsius. Yeah, you good chance you're going to wake up dead. You're definitely going to want to invest either in a car starter, like a remote car starter, so if it gets too cold, you can just hit that. It'll bring it up to temperature. You get comfortable. You get too cold again. You'll probably have to do that 3 or 4 times throughout the night. You're not going to get a solid sleep. If you want to get a solid sleep, I recommend investing in a battery bank, a deep cell lead acid battery, at least 20 amp hours you're going to want. You can run that off a solar cell, or if you're on a budget, you can just wire that directly to your alternator. I wouldn't charge it all the time, but it's so your car doesn't have to keep running. You can run your electric space heater through an inverter, just to keep it comfortable in here so you can live a little, right? You don't want to be freezing to death. It's not fun. Now onto the section I feel is the most important of any living in your car video, how-to, tutorial, whatever you want to call it, is the safety and security portion. Now, if you're going to arm yourself, you really need to know how to use that tool, because that's really what it is. It's an instrument to defend yourself, regardless of what it is. Now, the biggest problem that absolutely no, don't even think about it, I'm pretty sure it's illegal in Canada, is pepper spray. That is the worst, absolute worst thing you can have in an enclosed space. Someone pops the window while you're sleeping and they come in to accost you and you freak out and you pull that trigger. If you don't spray yourself first off, you're probably going to miss them because you don't have much practice with aerosol spray. Spraying that out. Now, they're going to regroup and retreat to a safe space and realize what's going on. But now you're stuck in a car with a cloud of pepper spray. You can't see, you can't breathe. It's just not a good scene. Now you've just victimized yourself and you've made yourself easy pickings. Now, what I recommend for any individual, especially a vulnerable individual, a smaller person, somebody who is not confident with their own physical abilities to defend themselves, definitely arm yourself. First off, I would say get a tactical flashlight, something like super bright, like crazy bright. Close quarters like this, you're gonna blind them. You're not gonna be able to fend them off, but they're gonna regroup and they're gonna have to get out, and you can use that time to get into the front seat and get away. You can also use wasp spray. That's probably your best alternative and probably better than pepper spray. Wasp spray shoots up to 20 to 30 feet. It's meant so you can hit a wasp nest from the ground up in a tree from a safe distance and not worry about any or less repercussions from the wasp flying around. You can keep it in your home, and if you spray in your car and you miss, you're not left with a big cloud of dust. You can still breathe. It's going to be an irritant. It's not going to be fun, but you're still going to be able to breathe. You're still going to be able to see. You'll be able to take another shot if he comes back at you. Really, him or her or whatever. BB gun or an airsoft gun is another great alternative. Again, this isn't going to be something that's going to stop someone dead in their tracks, but if you pop someone in the face with that at close quarters, you're going to scare the shit out of them, and they're going to have to regroup and back up and rethink of if they really want to engage with you and follow through with this, or they might take off. But you're going to buy yourself some time to, again, get in the front seat and get out of there. Now, another thing to do is either take a self-defense course, or you can familiarize yourself with some self-defense moves. One of my favorites, I think it just came out, I just saw this maybe a month or two ago, was a woman's self-defense video where she let the dude mount her. She was in the back seat. I'll post it up like right here. And she like grabbed his shirt and basically used his shirt, like flipped it over his head and like choked him out. He was out in a second, instantly. That's what you need, and you can get out of there. Guys, girls can use that. Next up is hygiene. Now, if you're going to be living long term, I definitely recommend you get yourself a gym pass. It helps beat depression, and you can use the shower facilities there. But even for short term projects, I would recommend getting some baby wipes. Keep those in your car. They're good for first aid kit or whatever. You can just, wipe down your face. You can wipe down your pits, all your stink areas, your 5-point check. Make it good. They wipe your feet down if they stink. Another thing good, too, that you're probably going to shake your head at is vodka. Vodka is a great antiseptic. And when I was out of town working one time, one of my colleagues had a bottle of vodka in his shaving kit. And he was washing his face with it, and I was kind of like, does that really work? And it's great. It's an antiseptic. It keeps things down because it's a grain alcohol and not wood alcohol. It doesn't dry your skin out. It has kind of a moisturizing effect. And if you're having like a festering pimple and it just won't go away, it's just getting worse, throw a little vodka on there, it'll kill everything, make it good. You will develop a tolerance to it, so I wouldn't use it all the time. It works great for deodorant too. I wouldn't spray it on your clothes because that's when you get the stink. But if you get it right on your body and you just let the alcohol evaporate, it kills everything, all the bacteria. Really helps it out. It's definitely not a replacement for showering, but if you got a good funk going, it'll help things out. You can put together a portable running water setup for showering or washing dishes or anything you need running water for. It's great. Possibilities are endless. You take like one of those weed sprayers. I have a 2-gallon sprayer that I use, and then you take another hose. You can put any nozzle on there with a trigger on it. You can use a garden hose. We have different attachments. You can get all the fittings and attachments over at any hardware store. Don't ask anybody because they don't know what they're talking about. You're better off just researching yourself. You're going to give yourself a headache, and you're going to leave disappointed. And yeah. And the last thing, probably the most important, absolutely, is a piss jug for dudes. And I don't know, probably a bedpan for girls, women. Not really, I don't have that kind of plumbing, so I would assume, I don't know, definitely a proper procedure for urinating in a piss jug in your car. Now, probably you'll be in a captain seat if you have a van or whatever, you want to keep a captain seat or something, but you want to like, probably not up against a window, you want to like flip around in your seat and put your knees up on the seat, and you can brace yourself with the back thing there, and gives you a lot more coverage if you don't have tinted windows. Because sometimes when you camp somewhere at night, this happened to me a few times, it's a desolate area. Even a side street, it'll be completely, you wake up in the morning, that is the most busy, traffic-ridden area I have ever seen, and you gotta go, but there is nowhere to go. You gotta get in your car, and you gotta go find somewhere, like a coffee shop, or some kind of that, or figure out a back lane or something. But it's a lot easier just to have a piss jug, so it's just, you know, you're not rushed in the morning. It's not off to a bad start. And speaking of camping, it's a good idea to figure out some stealth camping, especially if you're going to be staying in a car or anything other than an RV. You can stay in Walmart parking lot. They allow you to camp there overnight. It's all lit up and everything else. But I wouldn't make a habit of that, because then people start seeing that. You start being an eating target. Personally, I like camping in middle class neighborhoods. Really upper class, like rich neighborhoods, they have a pretty good neighborhood watch because they got a lot of protection and everything. And you start camping there, suspicious vehicle, someone's gonna come by and interview you, and it's inconvenient. You know, I'm pretty sure it's illegal, but if you're nice, you can probably talk your way out of it. For privacy, definitely I would get the back windows tinted, or get some kind of Velcro and felt rig going up there. I used a sunshade, well, it's fold out foil and like whatever foam on the back there, fold that out in the middle. That way when the sun comes up first in the morning, you get that rude awakening, kind of keeps the heat out a little bit. The front windows, I don't usually tint them. I might run one of those things that come down. I don't have one right now. You're also going to want tinted windows when you're out at work, or when you're looking for a job, whatever your situation is, wherever you decided to live in your car, you're going to have to leave your car at one point, and you don't want to leave all of your valuables inside your car, because it's just glass. You just, boom, free payday. Like, you're going to need somewhere to place your stuff that's a little more secure. I would recommend a storage locker. You can get those fairly cheap, $100 a month. Really, it's still an expense, but it's a lot cheaper than whatever rent, $1,000, $1,500 house, whatever, $500 shitty room. So that's about all I have for the living in your car advice. Thanks for watching. Maybe subscribe. I'm going to try and get some more videos pumped out here. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.